A few months ago, Rwanda launched its earnings report, and the top forex earner was notably the mining sector at $800 million. The sector has shown consistent improvement over the years by expanding markets, improving production, and adding value to its exports, making it the star of last year's earnings. And in today's episode of Doing Business in Rwanda, we take a look at one of the nation's major mineral exports that makes the sector outshine others. And while all that glitters is not gold, in this case, it is. Stay tuned. Three mining concessions are currently mining gold in Rwanda, and this is the Miyove gold mine.
The concession here of Miyove cover an area of 1,450 hectares, covering with 5 blocks, namely Kalenda, Baladega, Masogwe, Kagot, and Mulambo. We have conducted the exploration studies in 4 blocks. Namely Kagot, Masogwe, Baladega, and Kalenda. Here, currently, we are having 72 tunnels, active tunnels, which are on the production.
The tunnels at this mine are located underground, where the miners dig for the hard rock containing the gold along the ore's veins, at the instruction of the engineers, guided by the geoscientists.
On the production capacity here we are having 42 ball mills. One ball mills have the capacity of processing like 3.6 grams per ton, 3.6 tons per day. It means that if you use mathematically, if you use 42 ball mills times 3.6 tons per day, it's around 120 tons per day. Because referring on the current processing capacity we are having, currently we recover like 35%.
But this recovery rate is already set to be enhanced thanks to the latest investment in Miyove mine.
We have procured an advanced processing plant which may recover above 85%. And the other production who may lost during the poor processing will be also recovered. We are going to recover enough gold, okay, in the ore we are having. It means that in the near future, also the daily production of the gold would be multiplied like 3. It will be increased into 3 factors. It means that currently we are recovering 35%. Then in the near future, like in the near 1 month, in the starting of May, it would be like may recover it will be like 240 times 3. It's like 700 grams per day, which is enough.
While the Miyove mine is focused on improving its production, the Rwandan government has made a strategic move to keep all financial benefits of mining gold within the country.
One exciting aspect is the value addition that Rwanda has embarked on in terms of adding value to minerals. So moving from exporting raw ore or mineral ore to adding value to the minerals, which then gives us the opportunity to sell the derivatives, the byproducts that one would get. For the gold, good news is the policy is that we can only export refined gold.
Credited to this policy, every bit of gold mined in Rwanda is tunneled through a refinery, placing the mine's market not far from home.
We have a main gold refinery called the Gasabo Gold Refinery in Rwanda. Okay, market is very closer to us. Yes. So the gold from here, they refine it, they increase the value of that gold, then they sell it also to the international markets.
So what we do here, we refine gold, we receive scrap gold, and after receiving scrap gold, we wait to check the weight, because the supplier bring the gold with their own weight. But for us, we are not sure the weight they bring if it's real. So I have to check the weight again. So after weighing, we give to the melting department. Melting department, the purpose of melting department is to make sure the gold they bring is real. After that, after sample is sent to the laboratory, so the lab, they took like small pieces, they put other metals, which is copper, silver, and lead. So to make an alloy. So the alloy you make, it helps us to laminate. Because if after laminating, we put the furnace, we have capillation furnace. The capillation furnace, it helps us to remove other impurities and to be easily attacked by acid. So after that, they go back to weigh the sample. So after weighing, they calculate the percentage they have of gold and silver. So that's how we know the percentage of gold from lab and silver. The sample we send the laboratory, it has to be presenting all the total gold they bring to make sure the purity we're going to give to the supplier is really true.
Once the weight of gold is found to be satisfactory, it is sent to the plant for refinement.
The modern plant you have, it has two plants. So we have one plant here, which we call it first plant, which has two tanks. One tank and the other one, you can see the R1 and R2. So those tanks, one has capacity to have more than 62 kilograms. So that means in 24/7, one plant is able to do more than 200 kilograms. Net Aquaregia changed solid form of gold into liquid form. And then we use what we call SMBs. SMBs is sodium metabisulfate. It's turned the solution of gold into a solid form. So it precipitates gold. And then we recuperate a solid gold separately with the unwanted materials, which is byproduct. Our product, after refining, we produce gold with 99.9%, so which is 4 nines.
This purity rate allows the refinery to trade at a higher price in the global gold market, a result of a heavy yet lucrative capital investment.
GGR, the investment is ranged between 5 billion and a half. It's if you see the modern technology we are using, it's the latest. We have made sure we've approached a country like Italy, where we source this technology, and more spare parts are brought from there, and some are in Germany. It's the latest technology that can be compared to the rest of the market. Currently, Gasabo Gold Refinery employ 40 staff. They are very well trained. We don't have any foreign within our refinery. They are local. We make sure that any changes, any technology that refinery is updating, we go training for that. We've signed an agreement with these manufacturers who supply our various equipment within a refinery. We've signed, apart from supplying agreement, also the training parties has been considered as well. Anything changes, we make sure that people are trained.
A gold refinery in the heart of Africa is an attractive arrangement, not just for miners in Rwanda, but other traders in Africa as well.
You know, our Rwanda have lines where we can get very easily to these mining African countries. I'm very sure these traders, they got gold from there, come here with the latest, the transport self, and the reason we are in the region, centralized geographic location, it gives them advantage. We have like country who does gold reserve. We can process for them, hand them their pure gold. Now, as Gasabo Gold Refinery is refining gold at international level at 99.9% and silver at 99.9. We think we had added value, and we continue the same spirit of getting more accreditation so that our these traders can get, if you have accreditation, LMBA, we call it LMBA, you have right to sell your gold to either Asia, London, elsewhere, global market. So we are same shoes as RMB established this policy where we need to add value to our commodities before export.
How do we export higher value minerals versus the ore? Because you literally can quadruple the value of what's being exported. We've completed an airborne survey for the entire country. So we have an idea of where the mines are, which kind of mines are found in the north, south, east, and west. What we now are busy with is ensuring that we can then determine the resources attached to these areas so that the planning would make sense. That's when the financiers could be invited, because we will, in essence, start to de-risk the sector and having better value propositions. For that to work well and for that to really get us as close as possible to reaching our targets for 1.5 USD 1.5 billion.
Rwanda's gold mines and refineries have sold the mineral at a whopping $190 million just in the first quarter of the year 2023, contributing to the sector's total of over $247 million. And with the nation's $1.5 billion mark by 2030 in mind, the sector is set to see further advancement in this decade, something we will be reporting on frequently. So keep watching Doing Business in Rwanda every Thursday on CNBC Africa. Goodbye for now.